This is what happens. So again, remember what I do when I'm confused, I go and learn something, right? So my favorite people, I didn't need a class on this, right? So I didn't have to go back to school for this, but I need resource. So my resource is, I love librarians. I love librarians because they have books. When COVID happened, right before it shut down, people went out to get groceries, people went out to get toilet paper. You know what I did? I loaded up all my kids. I have 2 daughters. My 2 daughters, my husband, and I said, we're going to the library and everybody's getting 30 books. Because if we're gonna be stuck in the house, everybody's gonna have a book, as many books as we can get. So that's what we did. So that's how much I like books in the library. Anyway, so I need to get rid of some of them. I went to the library and I explained to the librarian, I told her the whole story. I'm like, can you believe this happened? Do you have a book for that? She goes, oh, I have a book for that. I'm like, you have a book for this? For this? Like, this is crazy story. You have a book for it. She goes, 100% I have a book. It will answer exactly what happened. I'm like, give me that book. The book was called 5 Love Languages. Has anybody ever heard of that book? Okay, I'll summarize the book for you. If you're interested, you can go read it. It will help you in both your business, but it will also help you in your relationships with anybody, with your parents, with your siblings, with your spouses, across the board. Great book. But here it is in a summary, very easy. And I want you to write down on the piece of paper that you're going to turn into me which one you think yours is, okay? And then I'll ask you another question. So, and by the way, we'll have a pop test today. We'll see how you spatially work, but it'll probably be in the next class. Anyway, so here's the 5 love languages. The first one is, what the book says is that we all communicate love differently. So here are the 5. The first one is gifts. Well, I don't know what order it is. I'm giving you in the order that, I learned was important to me at the time when I was reading the book. So gifts. So my girlfriend's love language is gifts. So for her, it's not enough. She's like, women who are like, if he bought me a diamond ring, or he, oh my God, then I'm so happy. For her, that was her love language. So for her to get it on the exact day, to get it wrapped, to have it meant I love you. That was her love language. It's so not mine. It's probably my lowest, so I'll give you that. So that's why I didn't speak it. So if I was lecturing you guys today in my native language, in Russian, and I was giving you the exact same information, would you learn anything?
I am.
You would.
I understand.
So she might, but the rest of you, would you guys understand what I was saying? So the information is the same, the presenter is the same, but if you're not speaking the same language, the message sent is not message received. So we have to be careful when we communicate with clients to make sure when we use words that you guys are going to learn here, when we use information, that we educate the client, because they don't speak the same language. When they say to us, I like this style, we have to go, let's hear what does that mean to you versus what I'm hearing. Does that make sense? Very important. Okay, so that's love language number 1 is gifts. And then no any particular order. Another one is words of affirmation. That's Melody's language. So Melody and my cousin is the other one. They want to hear somebody say, you did a great job. You were very helpful. I really appreciate how you show up. Anything that tells them that you see them. Does that make sense? They want to be seen. They want to be appreciated for who they are. And that's their love language. They want to hear that. Now for me, that one is also not high. And the reason for it is because I'm always suspicious. Like so I'm just telling you, if one of you comes up to me and says, Miss S, we like you so much. I'm like, yeah, of course you do. Because you'd be stupid to say otherwise, right? Who would go up to their professor and say, we hate you? I hold it, so I can't trust it. Do you know what I mean? So the words to me are not as much meaningful. But you have to know your clients, you have to know your friends, you have to know your people. And if that's important to them, then you learn to speak that language for them. So even though it's not my language, the gifts were not my love language, I started giving her, my girlfriend, on time, and it didn't cost me even close to as much as the bracelet. So I would go get, because like she had allergies, I'd go get local honey. I'd put a little thing on it, remember, because she wanted themed, you know, the thing that the honey and the little honey, the whole thing. It cost me half of what that bracelet cost me. But was she elated? She was thrilled. She thought that was the best thing since sliced bread, right? If I'm talking to Melody, I have to remember that it's very important to acknowledge how I feel about her. Because even though I'm not an F, she is. I'm a T. So I want to go, let's get stuff done. But I know that's not the love language she speaks. So I have to stop and say, does she matter to me? The answer is yes. And if she matters to me, then what do? I have to switch to her language. Make sense? That's 2. Language number 3 is touch. And those are the people who are like, are you hugging me? Are you touching me? Are you, and I can see, I am watching your expressions. I already can tell what you're going to write. Some people are going, yeah, don't touch me. No, thank you. But for some people, that's very important. That's how they feel valued. Like, are you having, some fun with me? Are we being intimate? And in business world, those people, when you shake somebody's hand, you have to have the right handshake, or they're gonna not take it the right way. If one of you is touch, when I am saying great job, when I'm walking around looking at your projects, I might need to pat you on the shoulder for you to hear you did a great job. It's not enough for you to hear because you're a physical touch person. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. That's 3. Number 4. Number 4 is, what have you done for me lately? That's a Paula Abdul song, I think. Again, I'm showing my age, but anyway, it is acts of service. It's, if you take out the garbage, if you help me clean up, you might be very much inclined to get some romance later on or stuff like that, right? So it's people who want, can you help me out? Can you participate? They're team players. Make sense? And the last one is quality time. And that's the people who, they don't necessarily need you to do anything. They don't need you to say anything. They don't need you to be touched, but they want time with you. And they spend time with you with quality, where they're communicating, where they're engaging. It's not just we're, doing an activity together where we're watching TV together. It's an actual quality time. So those are the 5 love languages. So write down which one you think your top one is, and then your second, because sometimes, and we all like all of them, but you have your top one and then a second one that follows. Now, write down, drop down, and then put Miss S dash, drop down, and then write down what you think my love language is. And that's to see if you're paying attention to what I've just said.